Hey y'all. Welcome to Magic Meals with me, Nicole Phillips. It is January 4th, the evening of January 4th. My birthday's eve. On my birthday's eve, I typically do a nice dinner and a dessert of choice, right? Now, as you can see, the trend of Magic Meals, I've been using my intuitive cooking skills because on Magic Meals, I intuitively cook. I go around the kitchen, whatever my ancestors tell me to put in the bowl, the pan, the baking dish, that's what I put in the bowl, the pan, the baking dish to make delicious food. Today, Magic Meals with me, you're gonna watch as I create some delicious tofu nuggets for my birthday celebration. Let's get started, y'all. All right, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead. Again, we are doing our tofu nuggets. I'm excited. I've never used this technique. It was intuitively inspired. So we gonna work this out together as we do on Magic Meals, right? Let me grab a knife so we can bust open our tofu. Let me grab a knife. We're gonna bust open our tofu, and we are going to drain our tofu. Drain. I'm making enough tonight for my celebratory dinner with myself. You know. Let me bring this over to, and I just have some extra firm tofu. You use whatever brand you want. I'm using Simply Truth Organic, which I think is a Kroger brand, which is really cool. This is a twin pack. So I'm opening this one side and use this one block for this evening. Block of extra firm tofu. I would suggest getting the extra firm. You know, hopefully it'll hold the shape better. Hold the shape that we want better with the firm. Just rinsing this. I should have grabbed a napkin before I came over on this side, but that's okay. Put this here. Give me a second, y'all. Let me grab some napkins. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna pat dry our tofu. And what I would do, like if we're using a brand new method, which we're about to see as we go, but what I would normally do is I would pat dry it, and then I would dice my tofu up into blocks when I'm doing my tofu nuggets or when I'm cooking tofu, period. And then I would throw the tofu in the oven, like on about 375, 400 for about 10, 15 minutes to kind of dry the water out of the tofu for the nugget. But we're going to do a whole different method. So we don't even need to do all that. We're about to do a whole different method. So we're going to chop up our tofu into blocks. Simple blocks, nothing, nothing, wild, nothing too specific, just little quarter blocks. Because what we're about to do, y'all, we're going to low-key liquefy this gosh darn tofu. We're going to low-key, high-key liquefy the tofu. And what we're going to do, I used to say that in school a lot, low-key, high-key, like low-key, high-key. I was always about balance, like dark light, low-key, high-key. Low-key, high-key. We're about to low-key, high-key liquefy this tofu. We're going to see how it works. We're going to first add, I'm being guided to add our broth. So we're going to add our stock first. Our stock. This is our stock that we made over the stove just a few seconds ago. So for our broth, what I do, for all of my broths that I cook from scratch, I put a little bit of oil in the bottom, cooking oil in the bottom of your cooking pan of choice, whatever cooking oil you have on hand, and then you fry up the seasonings. I use ground black pepper, paprika, chili powder, minced ginger, beyond bouillon, whatever flavor you want to use. I use a little fennel, a little bit of fennel seed, onion powder, garlic powder, allspice. Not chicken, y'all. To get our nuggets, our tofu broth nuggets tasting real nice and tasty. You can use whatever seasonings you want to use, but again, you just put the seasonings in the cooking oil to kind of fry up the seasonings, and then add a little bit of water to your mixture, and that's our broth. It's not. Y'all can see the steam and everything. Like, Ashley, why are you lying to us? We see the steam coming from the pot. That sauce is not cool. Why are you lying? Yeah, it's a little warm, y'all. Let your stock cool down before you add it in your blender situation. I'm using the Ninja blender, the smoothie blender. This is so convenient. I don't know how efficient it's gonna be, but it is convenient. Just adding your ingredients in here, just plopping it over and blending everything, and not having to deal with all the parts for the full blender. So We're gonna stay heart-centered and hope this, and you know, heart-centered and allow this to work out. You know, have the high thoughts. So we have our stock that we made. We're making spicy nuggets, y'all. Y'all seen what I added in here. So we have our stock that's gonna allow our tofu nuggets to be flavorful. And now we're adding, I don't even know why my ancestors told me to put that in there first like that. It's splashing everywhere. My intuition told me to put the thing first and it's splashing everywhere. Okay, so we're putting our tofu nuggets inside of our, it's cool, we're having fun. Putting our tofu nuggets inside of our stock in our blender. And now we are gonna add some plain, so I'm adding plain breadcrumbs, but you can use whatever breadcrumb flavor you use. And I'm using it as a combining agency. And now that I'm using this as a combining agent, the plain breadcrumbs. And now that I'm looking at this, I might have a little too much liquid, but we about to see. I might have a little too much liquid. I might have to bust open some more tofu. Hopefully not though, because I really don't want to. Actually, damn, I could have, yeah. I'm about to make some fried rice too, y'all. So I could have used some of this broth. But it's too late. I already put the breadcrumbs in here. So we're gonna put a good amount of breadcrumbs in there to kind of balance out the liquid. We're gonna start there and see how that goes. Y'all see the ratios. Y'all see the ratio. We got tofu, we got broth, and we got breadcrumbs. And we are making spicy nuggets. We're liquefying. Y'all know how McDonald's liquefies their chicken before they make. We're giving that action, but we're liquefying our tofu. So let me get the blender. I got the lid right here. We're about to put the lid on here. Let me go get my blender base. Fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed. It's okay. Okay, fingers. Let's get our blender base. Zoe came to join us. Zoe heard we're making spicy nuggets. She wants to get in on the action. Zoe is my pet. Her name, Pet. She is a silky terrier. She's crawling around here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our tofu on here. We're gonna liquefy the tofu, y'all. Where are we gonna put it on, y'all? Where are we gonna put this on? We're just gonna put it on low. It's looking right. It's looking like all the documentaries about McDonald's I ever watched. Okay, hey, yes, it's a good thing because we're trying to get the liquefied style. Oh, this is amazing. You know what this reminds me of? What is it called? You know, the liver. You know when people like blend the liver and people eat the liver. You know, that's what it's looking like. Pate. It looks like pate. Okay, this is right. No, we have the perfect liquid to tofu ratio with the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna be respectful to my blender, but I'm trying to get the stuff at the top to go ahead and let go, release from the top. Things are clumped up at, y'all just use a regular blender. This might be a little, I always have to shake. Maybe, but it's a fun workout, shaking to get the top things to fall because I don't want to open it. Let me just put it back on here and we're gonna pulse it for a few more seconds and then take it off and shake it again. This is so much fun, y'all. Whoa, it looks like straight up pate, and that's what we wanted, y'all. Whoa, okay. This is like the perfect consistency. Do you see that? Do you see the pate consistency of this tofu nugget filling? Do you see that, y'all? Let me put my hand behind it so y'all can see. Let me put my hand behind it so y'all can see. That's really funny. Oh, people do the reviews. Let me put my hand behind it so you can see it. That's really funny. Hey, this is right. This looks right. This looks really right. All right, we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna open it up and let's be careful not to do some more shaking, shake dance. I did say I wanted to get into Zumba. So this is like the next level cooking Zumba. 1 and 2, cooking so fast. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I could. Okay, yay, it's coming down, y'all. That worked. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Shake it. Y'all remember, what was it, Mr. Richardson with the red hair, the red afro? Y'all remember him from back like the 80s, 90s? Yeah. I'm giving those vibes. I remember Tybo? I used to do Tybo in my grandma's living room when I was a kid. why was I doing Tybo on VHS when I was 7? Whoa, that's funny. Okay, y'all. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's be careful. Let's do it over our plate. I'm gonna move the base out of the way. Put the base back in the pantry. All right, y'all. I do have a spatula over here. Let me grab my spatula. My spatula. And let's go ahead. Take this off. Be careful not to waste any of our tofu mixture. Try to reserve as much as possible. No, it's pretty good. It's not that stuck. I thought it was more stuck at the top, but it's on the base, but it's not. I thought it was more stuck on the lid, but it's not. Okay, cool, y'all. This is so perfect. This is a perfect consistency. Whoa, I'm gonna taste, I low-key wanna taste it, but then I don't, you know? But I feel like this is the closest my mouth is gonna get to pate, because this is the closest this mouth about to get to pate. You hear me? I don't know if I want no pate, nah. So I think I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna try it. Pate is what? It's like meat. Like, I'm only a vegetarian when I just feel like, okay, I don't want to disrespect any cultures. So like, I'll be like, because I'm adventurous and I want to try different foods, but pate, no. Pate, I don't want to try. Gosh darn, what is it? The Scottish meat thing? I don't want that either. Like, there's some things some meat, I just don't want to try. Pate is one of them. So I'm thinking that I am going to try this because, let me just mix it up a little bit more, y'all. So let me let y'all see the inside, our tofu mixture. I know, right? Yum. It looks so appetizing. I'm being funny. It does not look that great, but it's great for like what we trying to do. It's great for what we trying to do, right? What we trying to do is great, you know? Okay, so there's that. Yummy. Let me go ahead and get this in a bowl, actually, and then we're gonna taste that. And then there you have it. I'm just kidding. That was really good. There you have it. That is really funny. Whoa. All right, y'all. All right. So let's get our tofu pate, our tofu nugget mixture in the bowl. What we're gonna do next? First, we're gonna try it. Let's get to trying it first, y'all. Let me pan towards the camera. We'll just put it out the way. I got y'all kind of far back because I wanted y'all to see me and the counter at the same time. This is the setup that we got for right now, so it's cool. Okay, we're gonna use all of this mixture, so let's go ahead and get all of it out of here. Whew. It smells like seasoning, which I love, because like one thing about it, I was tired of eating those bland ass tofu nuggets. Like I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God, the universe, and the ancestors for blessing me with you know, all of my vittles, all of my food. But I was like, we gotta figure something else out, because like tofu, like infusing tofu with like flavor. This is my next step to try to do that, because I've tried a few different options and they really just didn't do the trick. I did a tofu grilled like banh mi, and I tried to infuse the tofu with flavors and seasonings. It didn't even work. It was a Magic Meals, but it didn't make it to the channel. I'll be honest with y'all. I didn't even make it to the Gosh Darn channel because that thing was pale. It was good, but like it wasn't that tasty, I'm gonna be honest. So I was like, I'm not gonna let my people like go out like that. Like, it was okay though, but it wasn't, it wasn't magic meal. It wasn't like, everything is magic. So let me not disrespect my tofu banh mi. Let me not disrespect it. But I was like, it just wasn't vibey. It wasn't the vibes, so. And I was drinking when I made it too, so maybe that's why it wasn't the vibes. Because I was like, for the longest, I wanted to try a sweet beer, right, y'all? So I was like, when I went to the store, I was like, let me get a sweet beer so I can drink this while I cook this banh mi on me, right? I went into the aisle. It's so flavorful. Whoa, yay! Flavor Town, Guy Fieri. Flavor Town. I'm about to try this on this spoon right here. I'm gonna try some more. But I went to the aisle, when I was making my banh mi, I went into the aisle and I asked the gentleman stocking the beer, I was like, if you're gonna like try a sweet beer, what would you try? He said the Modelo Mango. Yes, he was Hispanic, but like I love I'm from Texas, grew up in Texas, like Hispanic Mexican culture. It's my jam. Like been around Hispanic people all my life. I sound like one of those people that are trying to convince themselves that they're not racist, but I'm not. I'm not right. So he was like, do the Modelo Mango. I was like, I like mango. And I was like, okay, I'll do the Modelo Mango. And I drank it, and y'all, I was in a different world. I was a little tipsy. I'm not even gonna lie. My stomach started hurting and stuff. So like the banh mi you would think a banh mi would help when you were a little tipsy, but you think a banh mi would like hit when you're tipsy, but it didn't hit. So moral of the story is you don't need alcohol to have a good time. Drink responsibly, kids. I'm just kidding. Don't drink it all. Kids, don't drink it all, but drink responsibly, people. Okay, so let's try this. Whoa. Y'all, so much flavor. Look at this, y'all. Our tofu mixture. Like, let me go ahead and finish. Like, I'm so close to really having this goddamn tofu pate and calling it an episode. I'm so close to having tofu pate and calling it an episode, but I'm gonna do myself right. I'm gonna make these nuggets. This is really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these balled up and put in the freezer before I really retitle this episode Tofu Pate. Let me go ahead because I'm really close to doing it. So let me go ahead and get my thing out. Go ahead and do this. Make my nuggets. Y'all, this is so good. This is so freaking good. I'm so excited. I'm elated. I gotta kind of balance myself. I gotta ground my energy, y'all. This is so good. Do y'all see this? I was so nervous on whether or not it would like shape like this. Y'all see how it's shaped, how it's holding form and things? When y'all make it at home, y'all see how flavorful and delicious it is. That deserves a dance. Do a dance break. Hey, do a dance break. Hey, let's get it. That's so good. Ooh. 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 So we got our foil. What we're gonna do now, y'all, is we're gonna make our nuggets. Now, really, I'm thinking, right? Because I know my life. I'm gonna have a lot of kids, right? So I'm thinking, like, if you have kids now, and like, shoot, I could do this now. Gosh darn it! If you have kids now, or if you're a big ass kid like me, and you know your inner child is awake and alive and vibrant and whimsical, you could really like pat this out on a flat surface and cut out like little dino nuggets and little star nuggets, little planet nuggets, right? And put that in the freezer. But it's my bougie night. Like I'm turning 30. I'm turning thriving 30 tomorrow. So I'm gonna make beautiful little like posh little shapes. Posh shapes for 30. I'm grown now. Like I'm fully grown. I'm 30. I'm about to turn 30. Like the big 3-0. The big 3-0, guys. Now I need the goddamn drink. I'm talking about 30, y'all. Like part of me is like, whoa, I'll never be 20 again. But then the other part of me is like, I've grown so much in the last 3 years. Like the last 30 years, I've grown a lot and evolved a lot. The last 3 years, especially the last half a decade, the last decade, the last 10 years, the last life cycle, the last 7 years, last 7-year life cycle, last 10-year life cycle, I've grown so much. So I have so much gratitude about life. I have so much zest and gratitude and inspiration for evolution, because I'm able, because I talk to myself, like my ancestors, my soul inside, and I just like noticing the nuances of change. Yeah, we love seeing the big change outside, but that big change that we see in our reality or within ourselves, or like with ourselves, that big change within our reality or with ourselves, there were many trillions of little nuanced changes. And noticing those nuanced changes, it gets you so excited about just living in life. So cheers to the big 3-0, y'all. Cheers. Let's make these nuggets. Let's make these nugs. I'm turning 30, I'm making nuggets. I'm making nuggets. Let's make these nuggets. That's funny. That's funny. Like, all right, it's cool. Like, nuggets are beautiful. I'm gonna make little, cute little, I saw this on Food Network, so you know it's gonna work. That's my favorite line. I saw this on Food Network, so I know it's gonna work. Make these little, like teardrop, like cylinder, like if it doesn't fall off the spoon, but it's holding, so that's the beautiful part. How do they, okay, I think I got it. Yeah, we got it. Okay, cool. I feel like they do it in like a couple of rotations. Make a little shape. Yup. Yup. I'm gonna let y'all see the first one. The shape for the first one, these little, doesn't it look posh? Doesn't it look posh? It looks like a blob from there, but don't worry about it. It looks posh. On camera, don't worry about it, y'all. It looks posh. Just take my word for it, okay? It's posh. All right, so we're gonna just continue to go ahead and shape these out. Oh, I'm making a lot of nuggets galore, and I'm making a fried rice as well. It's my nuggies and fried rice. No, we got this. We don't stick with this method. So we're gonna, again, for all, what is that saying? By all means, you know, roll it out and do little, and do like whatever shape you want to do. Cookie, like the cookie cutters is a great idea. And like I low-key could have did that this time too, but I felt like being like this. I feel like using this technique. Have y'all seen this on Food Network or like somewhere? Have y'all seen this anywhere? It's a lot of fun. You should try it. Like, I really want to talk about myself, but then I don't. But I'm gonna talk about myself. I'm being guided to talk about myself. Y'all know what the new human is? Do you know what the new earth is? Have you heard about the new earth? Anyways, I've been on a consciousness evolution journey for the past 3 years. God was like, Ashley, you don't know who you are. I've always been super psychic and in touch with my intuitive guidance. 3 years ago, God was like, Ashley, you don't know who you are. Sit down, let me show you who you are, right? And I was intuitively guided, God guided, ancestrally guided to start my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast, which is available on YouTube and Spotify. Kingdom Things Podcast with me, Ashley Nicole Phillips, YouTube and Spotify. I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, celestial, galactic realms, celestial, etheric realms, galactic realms, God, you know, the oneness of all things. And when I started channeling, it was literally God, my ancestors, the oneness of all things, telling me who I was, because I didn't know who I was on a soul level. I didn't know who I was on a soul level, but I knew there was something I was supposed to be doing, right? I knew there was, since I was a kid, I was like, I was supposed to remember something, but I can't remember. Since I was a kid, I was like that. Now, I did get breadcrumbs. I'm on a twin flame journey. I have a divine counterpart. When I was 9, God did tell me who my divine counterpart was, and that kept my soul alive, you know? That kept my heart open, like, the way that kept me hopeful, you know. It kept me hopeful. I didn't give up, because I knew that for sure. Like, I remember that my whole life, and I knew that, and I felt that in my heart for sure. So God told me when I was 9 who my husband would be. So fast forward 25, 26, I'm catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey. God was like, you don't know who you are, Ashley. Let me show you. Let me tell you. So I channeled in my podcast. You know, right now we're going through the great awakening of the human consciousness, the evolution of the human consciousness. Whole time, y'all, like my soul, like me, because we are our souls. You know, our souls are our truest truths. Our souls manifest our physical manifestation. So my soul, me, was like, you know, we signed up to assist with evolving the human consciousness. And you up first, kiddo. You up first, kiddo. Like, so the last 3 years, I've been channeling energies, doing a lot of internal work, healing internal wounds, facing internal wounds in order to, not just from this life either, like past life energies, extra dimensional energies, in order to align with my soul understanding, my soul wisdom, in higher dimensional versions of myself, or my multidimensionality, our multidimensionality, the human's multidimensionality. So if I seem a little like eccentric and like high vibey, that's why, because I literally am. I am a high vibration from the, like, I hold future energies in order to assist with magnetizing the human consciousness into the future. And that's all on my podcast. Kingdom Things podcast is on YouTube and Spotify. So yeah, I embody future energies. So if my energy like feels weird to you, that's why. If it just feels weird, that's why. It's just my energy is different. And that's one of the first things my ancestors told me, was like, my energy is authentically me, you know? That's one of the first things my ancestors told me. They're like, humans, we fear things that we've never experienced before. And my soul is like a brand new thing to this planet, because when you align with your soul is always brand new. Like, because when you incarnate into a new life, you're having a new life experience. So your soul is a new expression of God. And however you perceive God, take it that way. And I respect all religions, cultures, and traditions, because I understand the intentionality of all things. So I'm just telling you a little bit about myself, right? So if my energy feels different to you, that's why. Y'all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're about to have us a 10 piece. Oh, okay. This nugget's gonna be a little skimpy, but that's all right. We love the skimpy nuggets too. We're about to have us a 10 piece. We're about to have us a 10 piece. Y'all, we did it. We have 10 pieces. Our tofu pate. Look, y'all. Poshikins. I'm about to throw these in the freezer, and we're gonna go ahead and get. I'm gonna just leave this on, and I'm gonna overdub it, or just like fast forward it. I'm gonna throw these in the not in the oven. I'm gonna throw these in the freezer. I'm gonna start working on my fried rice. I'm working on my fried rice. It's not a traditional fried rice. It's just like, this is how I hook it up. And then we're gonna batter and fry our nuggets. Let's go. All right, y'all, we got the overdubbing. So now we're about to just let this cook. Kind of combine our rice. Let me let y'all see what's going on in the pan. So we have our fried oil, and then fried oils and things. And then our fried seasonings in the oil. We fried our seasonings in the oil. And then we add our rice, right? I know I said it's my take on fried rice, y'all. It's my take on fried rice. I've made a traditional Asian fried rice before. This is like so easy. It's like a one pot fried rice. Like, of course, fried rice is like one wok fried rice. This is just be easy for me, y'all. It'll be easy for me. All right, so we have our peas and carrots, frozen peas and carrots medley. Actually, I usually add my water first. Let me add my water. So we're gonna add water. So I have some spring water. We're gonna add water to the pot of our rice and seasonings and oils. We add our water to the pot. No, just you want your water to be just above the line where the rice is. That's a good rule of thumb. Just above the line where the rice is. Just above the rice, you know, like maybe a half it, like a centimeter, like a half of an inch. Hold on, what's an inch? Yeah, about a half of an inch, a little bit less than a half an inch. The water line should be a little bit less than a half of an inch above your rice, above our rice. We're gonna go ahead and add in our vegetables, our carrots and peas. A generous amount, you know, not too much, generous amount. Mix that up, y'all, and watch this. Watch me work. We put the lid on. You set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. Y'all remember back in the day when we were slinging crock pots on QVC and HSN? Set it and forget it. That's what this is. This is a set it and forget it fried rice. That's why I love it. And because it's delicious, y'all. But what we're gonna do now, let me get my bum out of your face, like my booty out of your face. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna make our batter for our nuggets. We're gonna make the batter for the nuggets. Turn into a cheesy talk show host. It's not cheesy. I don't want to disrespect Oprah, because that was my Oprah impersonation. So I'm not disrespecting Oprah, y'all. I'm not disrespecting Oprah, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and make our batter for our, let me back this up. Let me back up the camera. We have our delicious appetizer. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we're gonna start on our batter. We're actually gonna move this to the back. We're gonna move our fried rice to the back burner. We have it on the lowest heat, y'all. Just let that do its thing. And when the water cooks off, it'll be ready. Okay, so let's, I don't want to use baking powder for our batter. Give me a second, y'all. Let me gather my ingredients. For our batter. So we're gonna need our bowl. We need the bowl. There's our bowl. I know I have baking soda in here somewhere. Give me a second, y'all. I am gonna use baking powder. Like I was normally when I do my nuggets, the batter for my nuggets, I'll use a little bit of baking soda and vinegar because it tastes less chemically to me. But I have double acting baking powder, which I have gratitude for. So we're gonna use the baking powder in our batter. Let me grab our flour. And we're gonna need water. So let me go ahead and get the water out too. We'll need some water in our flour. And then we're going all the way with the spicy nuggets. So flour, water, baking soda. And we have Dash flavorful, salt-free Southwest Chipotle seasoning blend. We're gonna use this for our batter too. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. So we're gonna start with, let me move my appetizer. Move my appetizer. We're gonna need, let's see, another bowl. We are gonna need another bowl. So we have this other bowl, and get another spoon. And let's let's see here. How much, I don't know how much we're gonna need. Let's start with 3 tablespoons. I feel like 3 tablespoons would be adequate. Literally a tablespoon, like literally this tablespoon, 3 of these. 3, like somebody said, oh my gosh, the first time she measured anything. Literally 3 tablespoons. I don't even think that's like an accurate tablespoon measurement, but hey, y'all. Hey, right? Hey. Not anything else, but hey, I'm just kidding. Flour, have our flour in here. Flour. We're going to go ahead and get our baking soda. Baking powder. This is baking powder, double acting. And like a teaspoon of this. Not too much. The teaspoon. We're using this for like a fluffy texture. Maybe 2 teaspoons. Using 2 tablespoons. 2 teaspoons. About 2 teaspoons. We're using this for a the fluff effect on our in our batter. Now you can use a rice flour, and I think I believe this was what Bobby Flay told me when I was a kid. Don't quote me. I believe if you use a rice flour for your batter, you don't have to add the rising effect. You don't have to add the baking powder or the baking soda and vinegar if you use regular rice flour. I don't have regular rice flour. I have regular, this is actually baking flour. So I'm using my baking flour. We put our double acting baking powder in here, about 2 teaspoons. And we're gonna go ahead and double up on the dash. So we'll add the dash seasoning over on this side, and then we'll add the dash seasoning in here as well, because I wanted these to be full of flavors. That's what they're gonna be. You hear me? So this is gonna be our wet and this is gonna be our dry. So we're gonna double dip. Double dip our let me put these in the refrigerator. We're gonna double dip our nuggies. Let me actually go ahead and get the oil hot on the stove, because after I dip them, I want to go ahead and transport it to the stove and go ahead and fry them. Let's go ahead and get our hot oil on the stove. And this recipe is completely intuitive, like following, like I set expectations of what I wanted, and I'm just following. I set expectations of what I wanted, and I follow my intuition to bring it to life. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and dry out this pan. Dry out the pan, and we're gonna get our oil in the pan. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and mix up our wet mixture. And it looks like that. We have our flour, our Chipotle Southwest seasoning, and our baking powder. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the water. Add our water in here. We're gonna add a little bit of water gradually, because that's enough. We just gradually, because there's a specific texture that I want. I don't want it too runny, so I just want to make sure I gradually add just a little bit of water at a time. A little bit more. We're gonna need more water than that. I think that's gonna be good enough. It's gonna be perfect, or just right. I want to stop using like the word perfect, because I don't want to put that stress on myself, like perfection. I'm gonna start saying just right. It's gonna be just right. All right, cool. Yeah, this is just right. This is just right. All right. Little messy mess. Some of the batter's trying to escape the bowl. That's all right. Mm-hmm. All right, so just mixing it all up. You know, the lumps and chunks out of our batter. I think this is perfect. Yeah, we don't need any more water. We're gonna put the water up in just a second. Get all the lumps and chunks out of our batter. And here we have it, y'all. Our wet mixture, as you can see. And then we have our seasoning flakes that we're gonna double dip, dunk, second coating for our nugget. All right, let's go ahead and grab our nuggets out of the freezer. I'm so glad these hold up, y'all. Hey, I'm so glad these hold up. Look at them. Look at our little nuggies. Our little nuggies, tofu nuggies. All right, y'all. Let me wash my hands because my Zoe just licked my hand with, or touched my hand with her nose. Let me wash my hands. All right, y'all. So we're about to double dump batter our tofu nuggets. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Like, if y'all ever need the plug on a tofu pate, if anybody needs a plug on a tofu pate, send them over my way and tell them just stop at the first half of the Magic Meals tofu nuggets. The first half that'll get you a good old tofu pate recipe situation. Okay, cool, y'all. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and batter our first nugget. Our first nugget. Just put it in here like so, like that. And go ahead and it's kind of falling apart a little bit, so I'm not gonna roll it. I'm just gonna kind of coat it. And then yeah, kind of coat it. And then I'm gonna have to smooth it down, the excess batter. I could have like straight up like froze these, like really froze them. So I didn't have to deal with this, but it's okay. Deal with like the nugget breaking apart in the batter, but it's fine. So we're just gonna pick up the nugget. The batter is kind of heavy, so like pick up the nugget. We're gonna have to make some more batter, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And take off the excess batter. And we have our tofu nugget battered. We're gonna go ahead and dip it in. Actually, I'm gonna sprinkle the flakes on here. Sprinkle the flakes. Sprinkle the flakes on here. Let me get a cleaner spoon. And we're gonna do our same action that we did earlier with a scooping. And we're gonna go drop this nugget, our beautiful nugget, in the hot oil, y'all. Here we go. Let me come put y'all over the stove. Actually, let me do a couple more. I'm gonna do a couple more and then I'm gonna give y'all a view over the stove. We're definitely gonna make some more batter. Or you know what I'm gonna do? Some of these are gonna be batterless, and because I don't feel like making no more batter. I'm gonna be honest with you. We'll do half battered, and then batterless, and we'll just fry up the tofu nuggets like that. So I can see the different, try the different techniques. So probably about 3 nuggets will have a batter on them, and the other ones won't have the batter, and that's okay. Or I'll just do straight up. I'll do a straight up roll it in the spices, the gosh darn spices. Put some spice on them. All right, cool. I do have breadcrumbs too. I could do breadcrumbs, but then I don't want to at the same time. Let me just hurry up and make up my mind and just go ahead about my business. All right. This is kind of messy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if I straight up froze the tofu, then I wouldn't mind battering it. But it's kind of messy doing the batter like this. And I'm just so proud of my gosh darn tofu balls. I don't want to F them up like that. So here's our second one. Our tofu nugget. Okay, this is the last one we're gonna do with the batter. And the rest we're gonna go to, let me actually start just dropping these in the oil. Give me a second, y'all. Let me leave space for this last battered one. The last battered, maybe I'll do these two with batter because they're small. So I'll have enough batter for these two. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 4-piece. We got a four-piece spicy batter nugget, tofu nuggets, and then 6 of them. Bear. You remember when Chick-fil-A used to have the bear nuggets? Like they used to have more varieties back in the day when we were kids. I feel like, oh, they still have them grilled. They're called the grilled nuggets. They still have them. They're called grilled nuggets. That's really funny. Do they sell the grilled ones or no? I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a while. Anywho, we're about to have some naked tofu nuggets, and some with the batter, and some without. All right, excuse me, guys. All right, y'all. Okay, cool. Okay, those two. Let me give y'all an over the stove look. And I'm gonna clean up some dishes. And we're gonna fry the rest of them. All right, cool, y'all. And then we're gonna do our tasting. And our fried rice is almost done. Loki, I need to put a little bit more water in the fried rice. A little bit more. The water is cooking off, but the rice still looks kind of uncooked. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water in here. Not too much, just a little bit. And that's okay. That's perfectly just right. That is just right. Right, it's just right. All right, y'all. Let me give y'all the over-the-counter look. Let's go. Our chicken nuggets. Our tofu nuggets. I keep on saying chicken because it low-key tastes like low-key high-key tastes like chicken. And that's just what I wanted to. It tastes so flavorful, just like chicken. I'm gonna give y'all another view as soon as I flip these over. And then our fried rice situation. Let's go. Our nuggies are looking nuggy. They're looking like nuggets. They're looking like nuggets, y'all. These are the ones that are better, and these are non-batter nuggets. These are the naked ones. These are the battered ones. They're looking like nuggets, y'all. Next time we come back, we're going to have our whole plate, and we're going to do our tasting. See y'all in a few. All right, y'all, we did it. Our tofu nuggets and our fried rice, Let's try them. Before we try them, I want to thank you so much for watching Magic Meals with me, Ashley Nicole Phillips. Not only am I an intuitive home cook, but I'm also a singer-songwriter. My music, Ashley Nicole Music, is available to stream here on YouTube. Subscribe to Ashley Nicole Music on YouTube. There's a few Ashley Nicoles, but once you keep scrolling, you kind of see, you fill my vibe out, you'll see where I am in the YouTube algorithm. I'm also a channel. I channel energies and messages for the divine, the oneness of all things, most commonly known as God, to assist with the evolution of the human, to assist with the evolution of the human consciousness. You can find my channel work within Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips here on YouTube, as well as Spotify, as well as Oneness Connection, energetic upliftment. I do occasionally channel energetic uplifting energies and messages. Oneness Connection, energetic upliftment is available here on YouTube. I'm also an author. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is now available in the Amazon bookstore. Y'all, it's about my story in another dimension though, because I don't use my name, but it's about my story. Let's roll into the trailer for the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel now.
My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my attempts letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I make no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. Still as though I was born here on earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is now available in the Amazon bookstore. $29.97 for all 3 books. The third part, My Other Half, you are able to order a physical copy to have it shipped to your home. And last but certainly not least, AP Short Stories here on YouTube. Subscribe so that you can catch up with the animated series, Asya's animated series, which goes along with the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is an animated series that I co-create with the universe, with my ancestors, with God, with the oneness of all things. I hope you enjoy it. Now let's see if we enjoy these nuggets, y'all. I enjoyed the tofu pate, so I know the nuggets gonna hit. Let's try the battered nugget first, y'all. No, I'm gonna try it right now. Look at the inside of that. The texture is still giving pate. It's giving silky and smooth. I don't even mind that. It tastes so good. So it's like not a traditional nugget. You know, a traditional nugget is kind of firm. And it gives some. It's like you give some snap back. This is like silky and delicious. It is so tasty. My stomach is really happy. Like I have chills right now. Try this at your home and tell me how you like it. Let's do the fried rice. That Magic Meals fried rice to kind of cleanse our palate before we eat the naked tofu nugget. Delicious per usual. I make this a lot. It's good. The rice. Whoa, it's really good. Okay, let's go ahead and move into our naked nugget. Our naked nugget. Y'all, I have chills all over my body as I eat this. It's so good. One more time. I'm not gonna tell you one more time. Whoa. Y'all gotta try these. Come back and tell me how it tastes, how you did yours. Comment, like, share, subscribe to join the Magic Mills journey and to help proliferate magic mills within the universe. Again, my name is Nicole Phillips. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are love in your truest truth. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because the deeper the intimate bond you build with yourself, the deeper you're able to intimately bond with everyone else in your reality. Again, my name is Nicole Phillips. I'm about to go enjoy my birthday eve dinner. Bye, y'all. Oh, these are good.